equation, all you can expect is failure. Now, another thing that I want you to see. In this metaphor of the vineyard and of the vine, of course, ultimately it is speaking about Christ, but there's also some warning here for us today in the church. We are not the vine, but we are the branches. And we are to grow and spread and go over walls and bear fruit throughout all the land. But there is a thing that can stop that. And that is our own disobedience. That is our own failure to see that we have been separated uniquely for God and for no one else. The God who governs over His church is a jealous and zealous God. It is because He loves you. He did all this to bring you to Himself and not to share you. The men and the women down through church history that have been most used of God have been quite different in their personality and even sometimes in their theology. But they all seem to have one common thing running through their veins, a sense of separation unto God, that they belong to God and that the fruit they bear is to be bore unto Him and for His glory. I know that you want to bear fruit. I know that you want to do good things in the name of your God. But you've got to realize this is not, I'm going to go 25%, 35%, 75%, or even 98%. You must have a heart that although you will never achieve perfect devotion, you must have a heart that is longing for that. God, I want to be all for you. I turned 50 a few months ago. My only regret is not what I've given. It's what I've kept. It's what I kept. And I hate it. And it hangs on me like canker sores. As we talk about Christ as the true source of all spiritual life, I want you to know it's just talk. Unless you're willing to go after the major problem. And that is a heart given to Him. All for Him. Everything for Him. Your life for Him. Breathing for Him. Heartbeats for Him. Movements of the hand, feet, nose, mouth, and ears. All for Him. You are not your own. You were bought with a price. I can teach you absolutely everything possibly you need to know about John 15, but it will do you no good unless a decision of the heart is made. Unless it comes to you, taught by the Spirit, that you belong to God. And you are to bear fruit for Him alone. And you say, yes, by the grace of God, this one thing I will pursue. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. So many people think that that has to do something to do with mysticism or some type of monkish purity. No. The word there literally means unalloyed. A heart with no mixture, with no competing loyalties. You see, you can bear fruit, and you can be mightily used of God with a bare minimum of information in your head. If your heart is pursuing purity, undivided loyalty to God.